Alright, let's just get this out of the way. She's still hot. So a while back I made a video called You Should Pay Attention to Space Jam, where I made some predictions about the movie because some of the details made it seem, to me, potentially more significant than people were giving it credit for. My argument was twofold. A, that based on the use of 2D designs in the poster, the existence of the new 2D TV show Looney Tunes Cartoons, which is very well animated, a 2D animation veteran in the crew, and the return of 90s style 2D theatrical animation with movies like Klaus, Space Jam 2 could be a return to form for 2D animation. And B, that Warner Brothers has a habit lately of showing off all the intellectual properties they can use even in movies where it doesn't fit, and because I knew Space Jam was doing this, I pointed out that Warner Brothers owns a lot of cartoons, most significantly Cartoon Network, and if they focused this habit on specifically that, if they made Space Jam a celebration of all cartoons, they could use characters that appeal to the nostalgia of parents, and characters that kids these days actually see on TV. This was an idea I'd been rolling around in my head for a while, because Samurai Jack and Steven Universe playing basketball would be pretty great, right? The combination of these two possibilities led me to the unlikely prediction that Space Jam 2 would be a significant event in the history of animation. In both cases, there are little ways where I was technically right, but in spirit I was basically wrong. It won't be. First off, A, the animation. It doesn't look like Space Jam and Back in Action. They didn't, as I optimistically imagined, use a budgeted up version of Looney Tunes cartoons as animation. They used what looks like the same budget animation as Looney Tunes cartoons for the section of the movie set in Toonland, and the rest of the movie is 3D.
Yikes.
This made a lot of people very angry and has been widely regarded as a bad move.
To its credit, some of it looks pretty good. The Goon Squad especially, the new antagonist team, looks really fun and charming, especially when the Monstars are kind of the weak point in Space Jam 1. Is that a hot take? Who am I kidding? I don't give a shit what the consensus on Space Jam is. Anyway, some of it looks okay. Some of it feels kind of bad to look at. Overall, I can probably get used to this, but it is a disappointment. And it does mean I was wrong. But I was also right. But like in the way I meant it, I was wrong. So on to B. Again, I can point out how I was technically right. Scooby-Doo, check. The Flintstones, check. Yogi Bear, check. The Iron Giant, check. But, no, yeah, they did just do the thing where they put in Warner Brothers IPs just to show that they have them. The shots with the Iron Giant and King Kong look straight out of Ready Player One. And honestly, they probably kind of are. Like, what are the odds they use the same models? So they are using a lot of cameos they've used before. Matrix, Lego Batman. Lord of the Rings, Lego Batman, Lego Movie, and Lego Dimensions. Wizard of Oz, Lego Batman, and Lego Dimensions. King Kong, Lego Batman, and Ready Player One. DC, all of those. And is there a good reason any of those belong in Space Jam? Why are you looking at me? Was I overly optimistic? Yes. Is that meant to be my thing? Kind of. Is the lesson here that corporate art is cynical and I should never have expected a clear shift in the animation landscape to have justified a mega corporation going to the trouble of doing something actually interesting with a highly marketable animation property? No. Call me Yosemite Sam because I am sticking to my guns. The Peanuts movie did it, the Lego movie did it, Spider-Verse did it. I wasn't really excited about Space Jam. I was excited about animation, and I still am excited about animation. We are privileged to be living through the continuing evolution of this medium. We're not in the 2D golden age anymore, we're not in the 3D golden age anymore, we're in something different. Something unpredictable and exciting and strange. Technology is changing. Constantly, and animation is changing with it, and maybe more importantly, new voices are finding their way into animation, and new stories are being told by people who weren't empowered to do so before. So, yeah, Space Jam 2 isn't going to change the world. I'll live.